Grafeman here with the Squincher Outdoors team, and today we're going to talk to you guys about how the fishing has been on Lake of the Ozarks these last few weeks. You know, I have been super busy these last few weeks with guide trips, been fishing a ton on the water almost every day, and been catching a lot of fish. The fishing has been good. So we're going to talk to you guys and show you firsthand the baits that we've been catching them on. Right now, there's a lot of different ways to go out and catch fish. It's that late summer transition. You can go out to where, you know, that late summer, it gets a little tough out deep. The fish are starting to move shallow a little bit too. So like I say, there's a lot of different ways to catch fish, and we're going to show you the 3 baits that I've been using these last few weeks to catch these fish. The first bait that I'm going to talk to you guys about is a popper, just a simple popper, topwater bait. It's called the Livingston Lures Walking Pop 77. This is actually the bait right here. And that's the rod and reel setup. That's perfect. That's what I throw it on. The rod is a Team Lose Custom Speed Stick Topwater Series rod. And the reel is a Team Lose Custom Pro. Fantastic rod and reel. For the money, you can't beat it. Definitely check it out. Now with this topwater bait, it's really versatile because you can fish it just about anywhere right now. You know, early in the morning and late in the evening has been the key times that we've been targeting these areas with this topwater bait. And now going into the spots that we're fishing. Right now, there's a lot of bluegill in the backs of coves. And so in those backs of the coves and behind the docks, you throw this popper up there, twitch it a few times. That's been one of the areas that we've been catching a lot of fish. The next area is just a very simple pattern. Lake of the Ozarks is filled with many docks. So on these docks, you want to look for the ones that are farthest away from land because that's going to be the closest to the river channel and it's going to catch the most wind. So think about that. If you're a fish and if you're sitting out over deep water, and you're far away from the bank and that wind's blowing, that's going to blow the bait fish right to you. They sit there and feed. That's a really easy ambush point, is those deep docks over deep water on the corners. We've been throwing it there too, and it's been working great. So we've been throwing it deep and shallow in several different areas, and it's just been working fantastic. Here are some pictures from these last few guide trips. So when you talk about the late summer migration, typically what you're referring to there is when a lot of the fish that have been out deep all summer long and all throughout the year start to move a little bit shallower and you start to see some progress. The water gets a little cooler, which we haven't been seeing yet. The water is in the 90s. It's really hot, but the fish are biting. You know, right now, the fish are starting to move shallower. One of the ways that we're catching those fish is with simply just a wacky rig Senko. This bait that I've been using is a Biospawn Exo Stick. It's got ribs down the side for added action. And the way we've been rigging it is very key. This is a flick shake head. Simply all you do is you take this and put it on here just like that. Slide it up on, there you go. It's got one single weed guard. You're going to be able to throw this shallow near the brush piles, near all the good cover, and it's not going to get hung up. And once again, this bait, we're fishing it in a lot of different areas. We're fishing it on those deep docks over deep water. Whenever you see the bait fish come up, that's where we've been throwing it, is on those deep docks. Another place too that you guys want to check out is in the backs of these coves. You'll go in a big major creek and you'll see all these, you know, different bait fish jumping out of the water, and you'll see bass feeding on them. So when you see that, have this bait or have a Livingston Lures Pro Ripper in your hand, and you cannot go wrong. So check out this bait. Like I say, very versatile. You can throw it under the deep docks over deep water. You can throw it in the backs of those coves. And one other thing too is you can skip it underneath the cables. So those fish that are up there shallow and feeding on bluegill, they're going to eat this bait. The rod that I throw it on is very crucial. This is a Lew's Custom Speed Stick Shaky Head Special Spinning Rod. It's fantastic. The reel that I throw it on is a Team Lew's Pro spinning reel, and the line that I've been throwing it on is 10-pound monofilament. You can throw it on that. I use monofilament just because it's a little easier to handle on spinning reels. But another thing you might want to check out too is take braided line, 10 to 15 pound braid, put it on your spinning reel, and add a leader to your braid. That's going to allow it to skip real well. It's not going to get all messed up when you go to skip it, and it's also going to float. That braid floats, so it keeps your bait somewhat near the top of the water. So that's your second bait that I'm going to talk about. The third bait that we're going to talk about today is a bait that's been one of my favorite baits to fish all throughout the year, and it's a bait that we're fishing out deeper on these deeper fish, deeper brush piles. This is just a big 3/4 ounce crocodile football jig, and it's paired up with the Zoom Ultravibe Speed Craw on the back. And this has been a bait that you can fish in brush piles. You can stroke it on the bottom off of points. But lately, that water has gotten so warm that we've been targeting brush piles that are in about 20 feet of water. That's been the magical depth, either 20 feet or deeper. When you're fishing this big jig on these brush piles, it seems lately it's either been 20 foot or deeper or 10 feet or shallower. So even when you're shallow, don't be afraid to flip this jig around. I flip this jig around all the time up shallow, and it works great. But for me, that's a confidence thing. It falls fast to the bottom, gets a reaction bite out of them. But fish this bait in brush piles where you know there's brush piles on points and deeper docks. And the key depth that you're looking for is deeper than 20 foot and less than 10 foot. So that's a great bait. It's really, really heavy, so you have to have the right rod. My favorite rod to throw it on is the Lew's Custom Speed Stick. This is the Magnum pitching stick, and I believe it's a 7'4" heavy action. It's going to allow you to get the fish in the boat. The reel that I throw it on is the Team Lew's Custom Pro Speed Spool. That's the 8-3-1. What the 8-3-1 is going to allow you to do is take up a lot of line quick to get you to penetrate the hook into the fish and get the fish in the boat. The next thing that I want to talk to you all about is how the fishing is at another beautiful Ozark lake, and that's Table Rock Lake. Right now, the fishing, just like anywhere else, it's getting late summer. The fishing is still a little tough, but you can still go out and catch fish, and the ways that you're catching fish down there are going to be on a drop shot in deep points, about 28 to 30 feet of water. They'll be on the bottom. The ways we're throwing that is on a drop shot. So this is a drop shot here. You have your hook above your weight. What that's going to allow your bait to do is sit off the bottom with your worm suspended. The bait of choice that I love to throw on a drop shot is the Biospawn Plasma Tail. And all you do is take it and you nose hook it. Just like that, folks. And it's going to stand straight up off the bottom, and your worm's going to act just like a night crawler would, suspended up off the bottom, and those fish love it. So deep points. The next thing is early in the morning, you can take your topwater bait just like you would throw here at Lake of the Ozarks. You take your Walk and Pop 77 from Livingston Lures, and you fish it over those deep points. And the fish are schooling early in the morning. So you're fishing the deep points, the fish are schooling, and this has the EBS technology, so it's a must-have, and you're going to catch a lot of fish right now on a topwater bait down there. And another great bait for those schooling fish guys is just going to be a swim bait. This is a bait we have not talked about yet, but it's going to be, it's coming on strong now down at Table Rock. The fish are liking it a lot. But up at Lake of the Ozarks, the fish will bite it right now too on those deep docks. So the way I rig my swim bait is I have a crocodile zapper head. I take the skirt off, I take the weed guard off, and I simply rig my swim bait on there. This is a 4.5-inch Kitech, and rig it up on there, super glue it, and you just fish it over the points with schooling fish, and that's how you're fishing it. This swim bait I throw on the Lew's custom speed stick, all-purpose casting rod. That's a 7-foot medium heavy, and this is the Team Lew's Gold, and it's been working really, really well. Making long casts, getting it out there, retrieving it back, and the fishing has been great. So there's no better time to come down to these Ozark lakes and fish than right now. And it's just going to even get better as the year progresses. Even though the weather's hot and the water temperatures are rising and getting warmer, the fish are still biting, and I'll still put you on fish. So there's no better time to book your trip than right now. Come on down to the Ozarks, and I'll show you how to fish these lakes. I've had years of experience on this body of water and all the other bodies of water around the Lake of the Ozarks area. So come down and I'll put you on the fish. I'll leave my contact info below, so check it out. Feel free to send me an email, send me a text, and let me know when you're free, and we'll go out fishing. Thank you all so much for watching and tuning into this video. Be sure to give it a like and a thumbs up, and tune in to more future videos. Like I say, guys, they're going to be coming every Friday, a new fishing report every Friday, so tune in and look me up, and we'll go fishing.